Hey everyone, welcome to Exponential Word Problems, and this is going to be level 1. In the 3 word problems we're about to see, I call them level 1 because in each instance, the function will be given to us. So there's no need to come up with the function on our own. It's given to us, and then we have to answer some questions about it. These will get more difficult when I produce the level 2 and level 3 videos. So here we go. So first example, suppose the truffula trees in the Lorax's forest were disappearing according to the following exponential equation. T equals 1,250 times 1/6 to the d, where t is the amount of trees and d is in days. So how many trees are left in the forest after d days? How many trees are there on day 0? Okay, so day 0, how many trees are there? Well, there's going to be 1250 times 1/6. Oh, how many days have passed? Oh, 0 days have passed. So anything to the 0 power is 1. So there will have been 1,250 trees on day 0. Okay, we just plug in 0 for D. Okay, so that's this guy. Boop, done with you. How many trees on day 1 and how many trees on day 2? Okay, so on day 1, what happens to this guy's forest? 1,250 times 1/6, day 1, so D is equal to 1. Anything to the first power is itself. Now I'm going to also take out my handy dandy calculator in 1250 times 1/6, and I'm going to round to the nearest tree. So that's 208 trees after day 1. So his forest takes a real good chopping. Day 2. So we finished how many trees on day 1? How many trees on day 2? So 1,250 times 1/6, day 2, so we sub 2 in for D. So this will be 1250 times 1/36, which is equal to, rounding to the nearest tree, 35 trees. So this forest really takes a beating because they wanted to turn all of those truffula trees into very fashionable scarves, I believe. So it's a really good thing that the Lorax stepped in, otherwise these truffula trees would be extinct, and they're totally real, so we should care. Okay, next example. The bacteria, let me grab my pen again. The bacteria Stinky Feet Oli reproduces at a rate modeled by the equation S equals 60 times 4 to the D power, where capital S is the amount of Stinky Feet Oli present and D is in days. How much bacteria will be present after 1, 2, and 3 days? Okay, after 1 day, let's see, we're going to plug in 1 for D then. We will have 60 times 40 to the 1 day. So this is just 60 times 40, which will be 2,400. So there's 2,400 Stinky Feet Oli after 1 day. After, so 1, we did you. After 2 days, so 2 days, we're going to sub in 2 now for D. So 60 times 40 squared, this is going to be 60, oh sorry, I've been doing this with 40. Let me trash all of that and actually do it with 4 because that's the problem. I was going to say there's like way too many Stinky Feet Oli here. This is the problem. Alright, let me back up because that was not the function. So we'll do 1 day again. So 1 day. This is why you really need to pay attention. I was going to say, that is way too much bacteria. There's no way you should have that many bacteria. Okay, so after 1 day, we'll plug in 1 because the base here is supposed to be 4, not 40. So this is 240 stinky feet alive, way more reasonable. So goodbye day 1. After 2 days, 60 times just 4 squared, so this would be 60 times 16. This is better known as, whatever my handy dandy calculator says, 960 stinky feet alive. So day 2, day 1. After day 3, as you can imagine, we're going to plug in 3 for D. I guess I can make these plurals. No, that's not plural, because it's just 1. See, 60 times 4, day 3, so 3 gets subbed in for D, so this is going to be 60 times 64, because 4 times 4 times 4 is 64, and according to my magic number machine I have over here, that'll be 3840 stinky feet oli after 3 days. So day 1, 240 stinky feet oli, day 2, 960 stinky feet oli, and day 3, 3,840 stinky feet oli. All that to say, please, please, please wash your feet. Last example. The rate of depreciation for the new Marshmallow 500 LS is V equals 35,000 times 1 minus 1/5 to the T, where V is the value of the car in dollars, and T is years since bought. How much is the Marshmallow 500 LS worth brand new? Okay, so brand new. So how much time has passed if the car is brand new? No time has passed. So that is T equals 0. So the value of the car brand new will be 35,000 times 1 minus 1/5 to the T. It's brand new, so no time has passed. Anything to the 0 power is 1. So 35,000 times 1. So brand new, this Marshmallow 500 LS was worth $35,000. So that answers the brand new question. That's this guy. Okay, next thing we want to know, how much will the car be worth after 2 years? Okay, 2 years. So after 2 years, we'll have 35,000 times 1 minus 1/5. 2 years, so we'll sub in 2 for T because T is in years. And this will be 35,000 times 1 minus 1/5 is 4/5. 4/5 squared. I'm doing this by hand. You guys could all just plug it into your calculator like way back here. This is 16 over 25. And now I'm going to use the calculator. 35,000 times 16 divided by 25 gives us 2240. $22,400. So that is what the Marshmallow LS is worth after 2 years. So you are done. Alright, last question we're trying to solve. How much will the car have depreciated after 5 years? This is basically how much of the value was lost after 5 years. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the value of the car brand new, which we know is 35,000, and we subtract off the value after 5 years, which is, we'll have to figure that out, and that'll give us the depreciation. So that'll give us our depreciation after 5 years. So the piece of information we're missing is what's the value of the car after 5 years. So let's figure that out. After 5 years, 35,000 times 1 minus 1/5 to the 5th power. I'm going to skip all the way to just the calculator. So 35,000 11,000 times 1 minus 1/5 to the 5th power. As you can see, I'm typing it all in right here. This gives us, I'm going to round to the nearest dollar, $11,469, and I rounded. So after 5 years, this is going to be 11,469. So how much did the car depreciate? In other words, how much value did it lose after 5 years? So what is 35,000 minus 11,469? It is 23,531. So after 5 years, you lose over half the value of the car, of this Marshmallow 500 LS. Oh, now you are gone. Okay. So thank you very much. I hope that helped. As always, please, 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 whenever you have questions, all you have to do is ask, and I'll see you guys in the next video.